Hi, my name is Wylie, and I'm going to be showing off our interface. So here's the user registration page. I'm going to put in my email and a password. So let's register, and we've successfully registered. We've got some of these security questions for your account, and registration is successful. So now here's the landing page. You start with $0, but I'm going to add a balance of 50. And so I need a car. Let's browse some listings. My budget is 50, but I'd like a sedan. So let's filter through them, and we've got this Toyota Corolla. So let's go in here, and I need to put in my password. One day. Oh, incorrect password. So it's not going to let me. Let's put in the correct one. And we're going to have a confirmation here. And the balance is taken out. If I go to my rentals, we can see here that I've got this. And if I want to rate it, I can give it a thumbs up. And that's been rated. So now let's log out and let's log in to user 4, I guess. Let's go user 4 at driveshare.com. This is one of the preloaded accounts, and it'll start up here. Let's also do $50. I can post a listing here if I do, say, a Ford Flex 2010. It's an SUV, 120 a day. Kind of bougie. Let's do around the Detroit area, and it's only really going to be available for a day. Let's post that. Now these are all of the listings for this account. We've gotten really expensive cars, and funnily enough, this is the most expensive. So now, if I log out and I use my other account to do the same thing with a actual valid email address, then I can post, just do the same thing. And I don't really mind leaving all that. Let's just do $2, this one is. And it's in Michigan and Shelby Township. Actually, let's do that. That is also only going to be available for one day. So now I've got my listing up, and we're on the My Listings page. And if we browse, now we can see both of those down there at the bottom. However, if we were to go back into, say, user 4, who already has money deposited into their account, we can browse this listing and go here to purchase it. Get it for the one day that it's available. $2. It's a steal. So now we have my rentals, $2 a day, and we can rate that rental. Now, in doing that, the reason I switched over back to my account to do that is because upon the upon renting or rating, it will send an email to notify the user of the action. And that's handled by observer objects, which is a good way to start for what I implemented for the project. So I worked on the observer pattern. I also did some of the mediator patterns, and Leo helped me with the email handler. But we have the abstract observer. This has the update method, and we have the abstract subjects, which uh, has attach notify, and the implemented observer. Now, the implemented observer has the subject attach this object to it, and it sets the email for who it's going to notify to its self email, and it gets an email handler object. And now, when it updates, it checks the message type if it's a purchase or rating, and it will notify the email using the email handler. And the abstract subject is implemented by the listing mediator. The listing mediator handles the operations between the API and um, purchasing or rating a listing. It is in between the API and the database. So, because of that, it is good to have the listing mediator implement the abstract subject because it can attach, detach, and notify any observers. And then once a purchase listing is called, it can create that observer. And once the payment proxy has authorized, then it will notify the seller of that purchase. And same with the uh, rating. If it's a thumbs up, if it's a good rating, it'll set an observer to that email, and it will notify um, its observers uh, based on the rating. Some of the other uh, patterns I implemented were the mediator objects. I implemented the user and listing mediators to act as a barrier between the API and dealing with the database, which is from the database handler. Um, and that is about it for my part. We have the uh, information stored in our database there, and our email handler for those observers. It just uses SMTP on Gmail, and this is just a dummy email account that was created with this app password so it can log in and actually send the emails to the users. So that's it for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Leonardo Diaz, and I'm going to be going over the password recovery. So, let's say I forgot my password, right? So, I go to this link right here, the recover here link, and here I just implement my email address, the security question, which is what is your favorite color? My favorite color is blue. Your favorite animal, dog. And what is your favorite food? Pizza. And once I click submit, well, then once I successfully input the correct security question answers, I am now confronted to this page to enter a new password and a confirmed password. So, hello, my name is Leonardo Diaz, and I will be going over the chain of responsibility pattern for the security questions. This specific part of the code and pattern is something I created myself. And to begin, the class security question handler is the base handler for the chain of responsibility pattern. It has two functions. The first one being the init method, which is a constructor that initializes the handler. It also initializes a database handler instance, which will be used to store the security question answers inside of the database. The handle method function basically takes an email address and an answer to the security question and a question number. It retrieves the correct answers from the database using the database handler instance. And if answers are not found, or if the provided answer to the question at the given question number index is incorrect, it returns false. If the current handler has a next handler, it passes the responsibility to that next handler by calling its handle method. Otherwise, it returns true. And the next following classes are just subclasses of the security question handler, and each of these classes override the handle method to specifically handle the respective security questions by specifying the question number 0, 1, or 2 to the base handle method. So basically, this setup allows separate checks for each security question. If a user's response to security question 1 is correct, the security question 1 handler would pass the verification process to the security question 2 handler, and so on, forming a chain of handlers. Only when all handlers successfully verify their respective questions would the overall verification be considered successful. So that is all. Thank you for your time.